Today we are installing plated posts. The first step when installing anything is to lay out what you are installing. So we're gonna have to figure out the location of where our plated posts are going to be going. When you're installing plated posts, you can assume that you're going to be installing them on like a concrete slab or something equivalent, something that you need to anchor your post down into. And so if you're installing them on a slab, if you can go off of like a seam in the concrete or an edge in the concrete and follow that, like that's going to be one of the best bets. Just measure off, you know, however many the plans state, however many inches the plans would state, and then just set your concrete or set your posts in a line like that. But if you don't have a edge of concrete or a seam in the concrete to work off of, you can go ahead and use a string line just like normal. The way to install this string line would be with a hammer drill and then like a screw or a bolt that you can put in. You want to leave the smallest hole possible. So I'm using a smaller hammer drill bit here. This is a 5/16. If you can get something like a 3/16, so you can use like a wood screw or something like that, that would work as well. But go ahead and figure out where your string line is going to need to be set up, and then mark that out. We're going just in a line down these 3 concrete blocks here. So that's going to be where our first bit of string line is set up. Go ahead and tie a simple knot here, just the loop. Alright. Now you don't want to set your string line center of where your posts are going to be going. Again, you want to offset it with however large your posts are. So typically our terminal posts are 3 inches wide, so you'd offset it 1.5 inches in one direction so that you can line up all your posts. We've got all 2.5 inch posts here. So we'll go ahead. You don't need to go too deep with these initial string line screws, because they just need to hang in there, and you want your string line to be higher than where your plate is going to go. So pull that tight, just wrap it around the threads a few times, send the string line over where you just wrapped it. Boom, good to go. So now we can lay out the locations of our plated posts themselves. So just go ahead and measure it out. We're just going to do 4 feet on center, 8 feet total here. So we got 8 foot right there, and 4 foot in the middle here. Then you would just take a marker and mark the string line right where the center of your post is going to go. Right here. Got those measurements, and now we're going to lay out our plated posts themselves. Make sure that the plate on the plated post slips under the string line there. Then line it up so that mark is at the center of the post. Now with string line, you never want your post to be touching the string line. You want it to be just slightly off the string line, like about 1/8 of an inch, maybe less. If it's touching the string line, there's a chance it could be pushing the string line out, and then that's going to affect the rest of the posts in the line. So just have it slightly off the string line when you set these up. Right there. Now when you're laying out your posts, you want them to be generally all facing the exact same direction. So try and make sure that your plates, the front of your plate is parallel with the string line. So that way it all looks nice and neat when you install everything.